The state militia of South Carolina during the 1850s is going to be abiding by a manual of arms as is created around the 1829, but is amended in 1849. This manual is going to be called the Abstract of Infantry Tactics, including exercises and maneuvers of light infantry and riflemen for the use of militia of the United States, created by Winfield Scott himself. Now this manual prescribes the position of shoulder arms being up on the left-hand side.
Support.
Now,
Arms.
from there you can go to support arms, bring your right arm across, similar to you see in the Civil War.
Arms.
Of course, go back to shoulder after all those positions
Trail.
as you get to the next
Arms.
position you have. Now trail is remotely the same,
Shoulder.
pretty much exactly you
Arms.
see in the 1860s, 70s, 1770s, 1780s.
Arms.
But you've got some slight variation because you're using
Shoulder.
the up gun on the
Arms.
left-hand side. For the most part, your drill is going to be
Secure.
remaining the
Arms.
same, besides a few key factors,
Shoulder.
such as fixing bayonets. For fixing bayonets, it's going to be similar to the 18th century. And here
Fix.
you're going to
Bayonet.
bring your musket down by your left side, pretty much straight hitting the ground, pulling your bayonet out, putting it on,
Shoulder.
holding it there until you hear
Arms.
the command shoulder arms, bring it back up to the shoulder arms position.
Unfix.
Now to unfix is the
Bayonet.
exact same, but in reverse. Bringing the gun sharply down, taking the bayonet off, putting it back in that scabbard. Now, there's
Shoulder.
some weird hand
Arms.
motions that you're going to be wanting to do when you're doing this. Just going to pan over to show you that just here in right 1 second. One thing to notice when you are fixing bayonets, you're going to turn your body slightly to the right so that you're creating a side profile to the, quote, enemy in front of you. But this also allows you to more easily access your firelock or flintlock or percussion without hitting the man next to you. As if you don't turn, you're going to probably hit them while you're fixing and unfixing. Now for the loading procedure, you're going to be loading in 12 times. The command first is going to be load. And after that, you're going to open your pan,
Cartridge.
handling your cartridge, pulling that cartridge up to your teeth, holding it in front of you, waiting for your command of tear cartridge.
Cartridge.
From there, you're going to wait for the command for prime.
Prime.
Then you're going to shut pan once you've got just the right amount of powder in the pan. Casting the gun about, very similar to the 18th century. Your gun is going to hit the bottom of touch the ground.
Cartridge.
You're going to charge cartridge, draw your rammer,
Withdraw. Rammer.
ram down cartridge. Once your cartridge is all rammed down,
Cartridge.
you're going to return rammer, and then go to shoulder arms.
Return. Rammer. Shoulder.
Once you're loaded, you're ready to go into the firing commands. One thing to note is that when you're going into ready, you're going to cock it and bring it down to your right side.
Ready.
And on the command ready, you bring it down to that position.
Freeze.
Aim, you're going to drop your muzzle down, and
Quick.
on fire, you can make that gun go. Now, there's only one
Shoulder.
command to go through all the motions of loading. It's just going to be a simple command for load.
Prime it. Load.
In 1849, they amend the manual to allow for percussion locks. That's going to be loading in 10 times. Now, for loading at 10 times, it's going to be first command load. Once your gun is
Handle
down at the bottom
cartridge.
position, it's going to be handle cartridge. Bring it up to your teeth, vague percent. It's
Tear
percussion for
cartridge.
tear cartridge. Charge cartridge.
Charge. Cartridge.
Draw rammer once that cartridge is all the way in that bore, sitting it down at the
Draw
base of that
rammer.
muzzle. Drawing your rammer. Ram down,
down
cartridge. Return rammer once it's rammed down. Cast
Withdraw.
about.
Rammer.
And once you get there, things are going to get different with prime.
Return.
Now,
Rammer.
priming is going to be interesting. You'll see why in a
Shoulder.
second. It's going to be
Arms.
very similar to the
Prime.
flintlock. The ready position is going to put it right below your cap pouch or above your cap pouch. Getting the cap out of that thing, just really putting it on the cone very easily and naturally. Now for
Shoulder.
firing,
Arms.
it's going to be the exact same ready, aim,
Ready.
and fire.
Present. Fire. Load. parts.
Along with your upper body movements, there's going to be several lower body moves with your feet. So for the front rank, you're going to be basically going into your normal T stance as you see in the Civil War for aiming and firing. Now for the rear rank, it's going to be, again, pretty much the same, where you take a step slightly back. Now, when you get into the more complexities of turning to the left, right, and about faces, you're going to be pivoting on your heels and not using your toe, which again is pretty much the exact same as you see in the 18th, early 19th, and up to the mid-19th century. Now this drill is going to be used pretty much up until the war, until they adopt Gilliland's manual,